Good morning. Every year, around the first of the year, I make up a fresh batch of stop bleed, natural stop bleed for my bird. What you're going to need is cornstarch, a film canister, or a tight lidded pill bottle, tablespoon, teaspoon, a funnel if you're using a jar like this, and cayenne pepper. Now, I will talk about the controversy with the cayenne in a minute. There are a lot of other things that are out there that you can also use styptic pencils. My vet does not recommend them. There's something in them that can burn your bird's mouth, gizzard, burn all the way through, and cause them great pain. I would rather stick to natural things because that works well for me, and it's all I've ever used. The biggest trick with using this is you can either make it up as a paste with a couple droplets of water, or you pinch it on and hold it tight for 15-20 seconds. So let's begin. That's 1 tablespoon worth of cornstarch that will fit in this container. I use a little funnel because I think it goes in easier. I'll be right back. Okay. Got a tablespoon in there, and there's about half a tablespoon here. I'm going to tap it in. This is messy. No matter where you do it, how you do it, what you do with it, it's messy. So, most of it is in. Okay. I'm going to just set this to the side and cap this. As you can see, it is messy. Now, this will last about a year, and it's worth having. Let's talk about the cayenne. Everybody has their own version and controversy to why to use this, why not to use it. According to the vet, my vet, she was not always in favor of it, but she said a little bit can't hurt. Cayenne will stop the pain. It may not always totally stop the bleeding, but it will stop the pain. But you're not going to want a huge quantity in this. She said under a teaspoon's worth, which is what I'm going to do. Be right back. Okay, that's slightly over a quarter teaspoon, but under a half. You're going to want to put it into the container here. And once it's in, you're going to want to cap it. Now, I'll be right back because I want to get the cover on the cayenne before it starts making me sneeze. Okay, it's in there. You're going to want to put the cover to the container on. And you're going to want to shake this up well. You want the cayenne to be mixed in to the cornstarch. So, this is probably as well shaken as I can get it. It's all packed up on the top. To get it down, just tap it really hard. Now, what you're going to want to do, let's say your bird gets a cut on its foot, a toenail that bleeds when it's being trimmed. Some people don't take their birds to vets to trim toenails. I do it myself. I always have this right on hand. They pull a blood feather and it's bleeding, whatever. What you're going to want to do with this is take a 2-finger thumb pinch. A good pinch. Now you can either take that pinch and mix it with a little bit of water and make a paste out of it. But that, to me, is time wasting. You can use it dry. Just pinch it, put it on that boo-boo, and pinch it, hold it tightly for a few seconds. 15 seconds. It will stop the bleeding. Whether the cayenne does it, I have no idea. I've never tried straight cayenne because getting it on my skin makes me break out in a reaction. So I'm not going to do it for a long term. But straight cornstarch, a pinch like this, and hold it on the wound tightly for 15 seconds. Yeah, your bird is already hurting. But it will stop the bleeding. Then you can assess whether or not you need to go to the vet. If it's a deep, big boo-boo, get your butt to the vet. Period. You don't know if something underneath is hurt or damaged. Get to a vet. But this will stop the bleeding until you get there. And they're not going to be happy about having you put it on. Whatever they've done already hurts. So they're going to bite. They're going to try and bite you unless you have them well toweled. Just use this. If you have a first aid kit, this for your feathered friends, this should be in your first aid kit. Right on top. And mark the jar. Bleed stop. Stop bleeding. Something. Cornstarch. If you mix cayenne in it, put cayenne on it. Date it. Remake it. This will last about a year. It's well worth having rather than having your bird bleed to death. Thanks for watching. Bye.